Reset Business Challenge. I'm your host, Sabrina Merriman. We're on day number 13. Are you guys excited about day number 13? We'll be talking about 7 different revenue streams and what they are and how to obtain them. Okay, but before we get into that, we've got to make sure we do our daily priorities. Our daily priorities is prayer, your affirmations, meditation. Make sure you have a healthy breakfast and get a little bit of exercise in to get that blood flowing. All right, so let's get into our lesson for today. Today we'll be talking about starting your revenue stream. Isn't that super exciting? All of us want to make some money, right? All right, so start generating a revenue stream as soon as possible when you start your business. We don't want to let our business sit for a long period of time or anything of that nature. We want to get that revenue stream up and running. At the early stages of startup, there's never enough money. How many of us know that? We're always getting all nervous and getting all discombobulated because we are overthinking everything and thinking about all the big expenses. But we're going to do what's necessary in business. We're not going to just go all over the place. We're going to make some income first. Resist the temptation to wait until things are perfect. Now, I know I'm all about that too, because I'm like a perfect example. I always want to wait till I can do this, I can do that. But I'm learning to come out of those things and say, hey, just go ahead and jump on in. Everything don't have to be perfect. We can strive to be perfect and perfection later on as we're going down the line. It's called growth. Okay, so don't let that stop you. Don't try to be so perfect in everything and try to have everything together before you start your business. Listen, you don't want that to hinder you. That's like the biggest procrastinating thing that there is. Start promoting your business, product, or brand on social media platforms. Okay, we already got our social media handlers. We started our accounts up on day number 12, so we can start posting our business. Now let's go into talking about what is a revenue stream in business. A revenue stream in business is a lifeblood of any business. It's where revenues come from. Before you can have a revenue stream, your startup needs assets, but you can generate your revenue in several ways using the same assets. So some of us have a little bit of savings, some of us can get from family members, or we can take out a business loan. Wherever the money's coming from, those assets that you're going to put back into business, you're going to kind of recycle it for a minute until you start to see an increase. I want to talk about what are 7 streams of income. I want to get to, so you'll know what direction you're going into and where your income is going to be coming from. And honestly, we always talk about having multiple streams of income. Multiple streams of income, where are they coming from? The same field? Let's talk about it a little bit. Let's talk about earned income. What is earned income? Otherwise known as your salary, or typically a monthly income from your primary job. Earned income could be based on an hourly rate alongside bonuses, commissions, and more. This remains the same whether you are employed or self-employed. This earned income is typically subject to taxes, although likely at a different threshold depending on the amount. So your earned income is your job. When you go to your job, you work your 9 to 5, get a W-4. Your job, whether you're self-employed, the money that comes in, that is your earned income. Okay, that is not the business income, that is your earned income. All right, so number 2, business income. Business income may include income received from sales of products or services. For example, fees received by a person from a regular practice, a professional business income, rent received by a person in real estate, business, or business income. So your business income is when you have income that's coming in from a product or a service, or if you're bringing in, like they say, a rental income, that's income coming into the business. That is not your gross income, that is the business income, and the business income pays you, okay? Interest income. Interest income is generated by a savings account, CDs, or other investments that pay some form of interest. Net interest comes from the difference between the revenue generated by asset, loans, mortgages, securities, and interest of cost of liabilities, such as deposits in checking or savings account and CDs. So interest income is the money that we have in our savings account. Anything that's earning interest on it, that's a surplus for us. That is an earned income. That's an earned interest income. Okay, so usually that can be a little slow, residual income. It can be a little slow, coming in, but it is another form of income that you're getting on your investments, on your savings account, on, things of that nature. Dividend income is paid out of the profit or corporation of stockholders. It is considered income for the tax year rather than the capital gain. However, the U.S. federal government tax qualifies dividends as capital gains instead of income. So with dividend income, if you receive a capital gain, and a capital gain is something like when you bring in an income, like if you sold a house and you made over a certain amount in that property as a profit, and you take that income and you don't put it back into investment, and you keep that, you have to pay money on that income. You have to pay taxes on that income. However, if you take that income and you put it back out there, then you won't have to do that, because you're reinvesting in you're making another investment, and that's what you're using the money for. But you are paid out of the dividends. You are paid out of the you are paid out of the capital. You are paid out of the income of it, not the capital gain of it. All right. Rental income is another payment that you receive for the use of occupancy of property. Expenses or of renting properties can be deducted from your gross rental income. You generally deduct your rental expenses in the year that you pay them. So your rental income is another income. It's a real estate income that you bring in. And with that, you take out your profit after you go ahead and go down the list of expenses that you have, which is your mortgage, your taxes, your insurance, things that you have to, things that you have to pay associated with the rental property. You want to take those things out, and then what the income that is left over, the profit that's left over, is an income for you. Capital gains, we're going to go back into that a little bit. Capital gains are a profit from sales of a capital asset, such as shares of stock, a business, a parcel of land, or work of art. Capital gains are generally included in taxable income, but most cases are taxed at a lower rate. So that's the good thing. It's not taxed at a higher rate when we do bring it in as an income, but it is taxable. It's taxable income. All right, so let's go into number 7, royalties and licensings of income. Yeah, are you a creative individual who produces music, photography, content? Licenses for specific public uses means that you can create royalties as an extra stream of income. So how many people out there, create books, music, television shows, whatever they're doing, and then they put them out there, and then later on, years down the line, they're still receiving all this money that come in, because they're still getting streaming royalties from that product, from what they wrote, for the original person who's getting they're the one who's getting the money for that. They're getting some income for that. So that's another stream of income. So you have 7 different streams of income that you consider getting into, or having all 7, or sit there and think about it. Take out the time to count. How many streams of income do I have coming in, and where are they coming from, and what targets do I need to hit to be able to hit some more streams of income? Well, guys, I want to thank you for tuning in to the 30-Day Reset Business Challenge. I can't wait to see you on day number 14. And remember, never let them see you sweat.